Okay, all right, time for the end of March Cotto Verdera member tip here. What I wanted to do now that we're starting to get some great weather and the range is back open, hopefully we have a long spring, not just go straight into summer this year. Hopefully, with the mild winter or cold winter we had, wet, we get a nice long spring. But what I want to talk about a little bit today is how you hold the club. So I think that's something that's often overlooked. You know, I see a lot of grips where people just kind of like haphazardly grab the club. And I really don't like the term grip. I like the term hold. You know, everything we do in life, we hold things, we don't grip them. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to hold the club. Number one, the first thing is, in Mr. Knudsen's book, Natural Golf Swing, I think it was the best description of grip that I've read, which is he said if you just got into golf posture and you clapped your hands in prayer in front of you, that this is how your arms want to sit naturally in front of you, in the middle of you. So, his whole theory was, that's how you should hold it. There's no rotation in your bones and joints and tendons. Your thumbs kind of sit on top of the shaft, and you have this kind of palms opposing prayer grip, almost like we're designed or how we're built as humans. So if you just kind of took the club and you put it up in front of you and you made the face square, and you made the back of your left hand match the face, and you made the palm of your right hand match the face, and you kind of just rested your thumbs. They're not dead straight or anything. This one I always kind of think of as kind of right center, and this one I always kind of think of as left center. And then your hands fit together almost like a jigsaw puzzle, where that thumb sits right in that little groove right there underneath the meaty part of your thumb. All right? So if you did that and the face is square and you just put it out in front of you, that's how your arms want to sit when they're in prayer. Right? So I think that's kind of a great way to hold it rather than grip it. How about like pressure in your hands? You know, I don't know how hard I hold things. I hold them. My steering wheel, my fork, my cell phone. I've never really thought about how hard I hold them. If I was holding a putter and I was only moving the ball, say 3 feet to 40 feet, versus a driver that I'm trying to hit as hard as I can, I'm going to guess my grip pressure changes a little bit, but I don't think it's much, or my hold pressure. And so what I really just think is that I hold things, I hold them kind of even, you know, maybe like a 4 to a 6 out of 10, just kind of in the middle somewhere. If it's a 1, how are you going to control it? If it's a 10, I mean, you're going to tighten up your muscles, you're going to slow things down, you're not going to allow the club to swing how it's designed. So I think kind of that middle grip pressure is another thing that's really important, where you just kind of neutrally hold it. Kind of a last thought kind of on hand placement that I meant to say earlier. You know, I kind of like where there's no gap here. That muscle on both hands should be activated, where your thumbs kind of sit on top and there's no gap here and there's no gap here, because really that's what stabilizes the club at the top. It sits on that muscle and on that thumb, and then your wrist and the face should kind of match, and it's kind of the same for this. Right? Where all this kind of matches, and your palm and the face are one, and you have this perfect kind of neutral grip with the face square. So those are a couple simple thoughts on how you hold the club. I think that's something we can all goof around with as we get into here where we have some better weather. And now that we're getting some great weather and the range is back open, I'll look forward to seeing you guys all out here at the course. Hope that helps.